I'm less pissed. So the situation evolved quite a bit for me, and I wanted to give it a proper update and from my side a finish. For me the situation is basically over, and it will not evolve further from here, but I wanted to give you an update what happened after that, and just to say a few more things that are important to me. So when I finished the initial video, it was pretty late. It was not a planned video. So when I finished it, it was like, I don't know, 10. Then editing, rendering, putting it out on the internet, and you know, and then checking that everything is working fine, checking if the whole world isn't against me, that kind of stuff. So when I finished everything, I went home, and I was at home, let's say 3 in the morning, 3:30. It was really, really late. And I got a message. I got a message from the GoChilla account, and it was, I just saw the notification thing on my front, on my closed locked screen, right? And it was something along the lines of, well, we did apologize, wasn't that enough? Did you had to make a video to take down the ... And I can just imagine that take down the company and then a bunch of more swear words and that kind of stuff. So I got that message. It was after 3 in the morning. I was done. I did not have the energy to deal with that anymore. So I closed it. I didn't care. The issue with that message, or the 3 lines that I actually read, is that yes, you did write me a half-assed apology, that's true. However, my issue was not the fact that I was not tagged in stuff you stole. That's like, I'm used to that. My issue is that you paid somebody else to do that. And the money thing where my content is involved, that was the issue for me. So you gave me that half-assed apology while I already took down the original post, but what you failed to even notice is that there were 3 more of them still floating around with the image. So what was the apology worth if you just continue? That being a point on itself, I stepped and I woke up the next morning to a message from the same GoChilla account, very polite this time, because the original message had like that undertone, and I can't deal with that. However, the new message was very polite, very you know, I'm the boss like, and the original message was deleted, which is why I cannot show any screenshot of that, because I never opened it, never screenshotted it, which was dumb from my part. However, the message just said something like, the new one, we will send you an email. Okay. So I go to work and there is a mail. There is a mail from apparently a CEO of a PR company based on the name, signature and mail address. Apparently GoChilla is one of those companies who are not managing their own social media. That's very common. A lot of companies do that because you need PR people, you need you know, equipment, cameras, and it's a lot of work. Believe me, I know it. So what they do is just they hire a company, they give them tons of money, they give them the products and whatever, and the PR company does everything. Quite common. The issue is, and there I see a bit of fault on my side, is that I did not even think about the possibility that the GoChilla account that is writing to me is nobody working at GoChilla, because apparently it was not. There is a PR company that is in control of GoChilla. They did the whole PR thing, they did the messaging, they did the ad, they sent the money to somebody, they stole my thing. And there is somebody at GoChilla in Australia sitting there and being like, why am I getting shit on? Although the name that was annoying me was GoChilla, because that is a fact, I see the logo and I get angry, right? But in the situation that I am and having the knowledge that I have, I should have thought about that maybe GoChilla isn't the one doing the actual action, it was somebody else. So please do not go and hate on GoChilla for that. Apparently they did not do that. It was their PR company. So let's get to that whole mail. Apparently it was directly from the CEO, which is interesting that it went that far up, and it was the type of apology you would expect. It was a long thing of we do not stand for that kind of stuff. We are sorry that it happened. We usually do appreciate your work, you know, that kind of stuff. However, there was one thing that was really important to me, and that is that the CEO did address the issue, not like the symptom. I don't care for tagging, somebody was paid. And that was addressed, and I'm happy that somebody at least understands the actual issue. And that's something good in my eyes. It was said that it was somebody working at that company. That person wasn't informed to the degree that they should have been on the whole copyright, on the whole intellectual property thing. Now they are apparently. So somebody made a mistake that annoyed me. It triggered my reaction, and the whole chain went up to the CEO, and now they are writing to me about it. The whole thing seems to be pretty genuine, and they took the email was written in a way that they take the whole blame, and which is why I'm not that pissed anymore also, because they could have been like, no, this was a junior person, I mean, shit happens, but they didn't. They took the blame. They said, and they especially took the blame for Godzilla. They said that Godzilla had nothing to do with it, and they contacted them, and they had to apologize to them too, and then so they really took the blame off of Godzilla, which I respect that. Somebody did a slip up, but somebody needs to take the blame, and they too do take the blame for that, and I think it's a first good step. Of course, you got the usual I'm sorry package, you know, we can continue to work on way more stuff, and here and there, you know, the stuff that a PR company can do. And I will answer them, and just to be very, very open about what I will do, I will tell them I'm fine with working with them, because I will not count the actions of an individual on the whole company. However, the situation happens, it will never be unhappening, and it will stay there. And I was also asked if I could kindly remove the original video, which I won't. It will stay there, not to be in a bad blood situation, but to be open about the situation. Something happened, there was a reaction from my side, now there is a part 2 where I explain what happened until the very end. And I believe it's important for context, and I will not remove it, just to be, you know, open with the viewers. If they want to send me more stuff to review, sure, I mean, they know the address, but no, I'm not taking the step of taking down my video. However, I do want to use this situation to shine some light, or more spotlight on the whole stealing part, because they also stated like, yeah, we use one of those aggregate accounts. Apparently the stealing thing of IG has a name. It's a aggregate account. Yeah, it's everything is stolen. This is a big issue for me, because you need to put yourself into my shoes. You buy a camera, 3.5K. You buy lighting equipment, that's another 1 or 2K. You buy microphones, tables. You buy background like things. Not even talking about lenses. You buy. I have a big ass monitor on top of the camera, sitting on an adapter that costs like 250 euros. Because I don't know why, but Panasonic needs that. And you invest so much into your equipment, and I might say, what I paid is nothing compared to big names, where they spend more than every car that I have ever owned was worth in form of one camera. That's insane. We are not near that level, but we already did invest quite a lot. Then you do the video, and then you change the whole setup to have, you know, the good lights for pictures there, and it takes hours and hours. You set everything up, you are 4 or 5 hours in to get 3 or 4 good pictures. You post that stuff, and then somebody comes and steals it. And that's quite annoying, but we are used to that now. Then comes the money part. where you may need to realize that the person, the aggregate account, the guy stealing, got paid, probably, I'm 100% sure, he got paid more than I made with the initial video. Because we are not, LTT. We are not Jay or whoever in the industry. We do not make thousands of euros with a single video. We make peanuts, and it's the mass that creates an income. So I'm getting really pissed if some individual is stealing my stuff and making more money than I am, and that's not fair. Of course, the aggregate account didn't steal it, it's the PR company that stole it and forwarded it to them, which isn't really not better. One big problem in this industry are the PR companies, because in the mail they stated that they did a briefing with said person to inform them about the rights and here and there, and that's fine, but they should have done that from the beginning. They are a PR company, they have PR working people. PR working people should know what rights they are stealing right now. But they didn't apparently, and I think many people in the industry don't do that. And that's a real problem, because let's be honest, I'm one person whose pictures were used to make an ad out of them, but I can guarantee you if I sit down and search for 15 minutes, I will find 100 more. And something that I just don't understand is a PR company that even looks at those aggregate accounts. You should be aware that everything here is stolen. There is nothing like an aggregate account. It's stolen content. So a guy builds a platform on the back of other people and tries to cash out. Here comes a bunch of companies that are sponsoring it. I really think they should think twice if they really believe that this is okay, or if they really want to portray that on the internet. So please, for this PR company, double check your sources, double check the things that you are, the entities that you are working with. Do you really want to work with these people? Those things are stolen, those accounts will be taken down. Make a calculation for yourself. Let's take the account that is already down now, who has grown like 60k in the last week, and it was basically dead before that. He bought followers, and what exactly are you paying for in this case? You know how you should do it? You should go on an aggregate account, look at a good picture, then look for the credit that they give, and then go to the one that made the actual picture. And, use that account. Sponsor an actual creator, not somebody who is stealing from creators. I think my points are all set. Just to put them together in a short sentence, Godzilla isn't the bad guy in the situation, although I was angry at the logo at that time. It was the PR company behind that. I will not publicly name the PR company. This is not a shit show anymore. I really don't want to do that. They did a mistake. They took the blame, which I respect, and apparently they coached people to not do that again. But please follow up on that promise. And please stop working with aggregate accounts. That's unfair to everybody in the industry. Not only you, every PR company. For the rest, also for private people. I mean, if you're going over the internet and you have those aggregate accounts, you have people who are blatantly stealing all over the place. Do you really want to be behind that? Because if everything goes to the aggregate account, the industry will die off. That's if nobody is paying the creator, there will nothing be created anymore. So yeah, that's the situation. For me, there is no bad blood with the PR company. I don't know how they react to this video, because I think they don't want me to make videos about it, but I would still do it. So maybe there will be bad blood, I don't know, but not from my side. So please do not avoid Godzilla. It's not their fault. Avoid PR companies. They tend to do that kind of stuff. But okay, thank you for watching, and bye.